Oh, hello. Welcome to an unhinged rant. It's a very unhinged, tired rant. I'm kind of tired, but it's cool. It's cool. We just talking. Perfection. That's what we're talking about. Perfect. It's a quick one. As you can notice, I'm already getting into it. Welcome to the unhinged rant. Unscripted, by the way. No script needed. You know what I'm saying? Perfection. I'm gonna talk very quickly about this one because I don't got a lot to say on this topic, but it still is an important topic. Perfection. And what I want to talk about is why perfection is pretty much a straight, you know, line that leads you to feeling like horrible, to feeling just in general bad about everything, and actually can lead you out of faith. Why? Because striving for perfection is different in the ways that you look at it. Because there's two ways you can strive for, like, as in try to be as the best you can, try to basically, as in we are trying to be like Jesus the whole, our whole lives we're trying to be as much as possible, but we ain't gonna get there, but we can at least do it as much as we can, because we human and we making mistakes, but we can at least strive to do that, right? So maybe we can't, exactly be as perfect as he is, as in no sinning as we've all sinned. But, we can at least strive to get there. We can at least strive to. And then the wrong way to go about it is to basically go into life thinking, if I mess up one time, if I'm not exactly perfect, I made one mistake, I'm done. I made two mistakes. Oh, I'm doubly done. 3, 4, 5. That's a lie from the enemy. That once you make a mistake, you're done. That's a lie. Because making a mistake or doing something wrong or sinning or whatever is just going to happen. You're going to do these things. The real question isn't whether you do it, because that's what a perfectionist is going to say. Well, I messed up once. I'm all done for. The question isn't what, you know, what did you do? What did you do there? Huh? What did you do? You made an issue, bro. What you do? Why'd you sin? Why'd you sin? Huh? That's not the issue here. The issue is, the real thing that you should be thinking about, the real thing that we should be putting our mind towards, instead of putting our mind towards, what did you do? What we should really be asking, the question we should really be asking is, what will you do now? Instead of what did you do, what will you do? What will you do? Now that you've done what you did, what's next? That's the real question. Is the next step to I guess we'll just give up then? No. Or is it, obviously it's a no, but is it that, or is it, alright guys, I made my mistake, but guess what? We ain't gonna let that get us down. We ain't gonna let that get us down, bro. Nope. We ain't gonna let it get us down. We gonna get right back up. So, it's to say, perfection isn't something you could do, but I will say something. The word says that God's power is made perfect in your weakness. So, if you want to get as close as you can get to that, strive for it, but you're not going to get it. The real place you're going to find perfection is not going to be within you. You can strive for it, but you're not going to find it within yourself. You're going to find it within God. And his power is going to be made perfect in your weakness. So when you're weak, you're going to find that's where his power is made perfect. I'm not saying go keep being weak. I'm talking about as in you're truly weak and truly calling out, grabbing, trying to grab hold. That is when his power will be made perfect in your weakness. So, what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is, just because you made one mistake, just because you did that one thing that one time, you have to take the consequences, depending on what it is. But it doesn't mean you can't get up and move on to do better things and to not keep making those decisions and mistakes. It doesn't mean you can't learn from your lesson. And when we go into I have to be perfect 100% all the time. I have to be 100% perfect. You're going to find that that's not going to happen. You're going to find that often. As in 100%. You're going to find that you have not been perfect in the past, and you're not going to be perfect in the future. But like I said, the only thing that you can find perfect within the reality around you is God. So instead of saying, I gotta be perfect, why don't you put your faith in the one who is perfect? I'll say it again. Instead of trying to be perfect, which you cannot achieve, complete perfection, you can't do that. Instead of trying to do that, put your faith in the one who is already perfect. And guess what? The one who's perfect decided to die for those who are unperfect. Who are unperfect. And isn't that pretty poetic? It's poetic. It's poetic and beautiful. So, what's the moral of this one? I told you it was short. We're getting to the end already. Yeah. What's the moral of this one right here? The moral of the story is perfection. Trying to be who you cannot be. Trying to be this perfect, non-mistake making type of thing is not going to work. And it's only going to bring you sadness and pain and suffering. It's going to eventually lead to sin. So, and more than one, most likely. But here's the thing. It also probably won't lead to repentance either. You know why? Because your perfection, your strive, for that perfection is going to make you prideful. And you'll be like, well, I'm perfect. And so you're going to go two routes. You're going to be prideful. You're going to be like, I say I'm perfect. I am perfect. Or you're going to go to the opposite and you're going to be the exact opposite. You're going to be like, I wasn't perfect. God doesn't like me because I wasn't perfect. I'm just not going to, like that type of thing. He doesn't want to talk to me. I'm not perfect like he wanted me to be. It's like, bro, come on. Like, he knows your limits. All right. He know you can't be perfect. But what you should really be checking on, instead of being perfect, check your motives. That's what you should be doing. Check your motives, check your heart, check your, what you're putting your mind towards, what you're putting your mind in. Check how you're seeing the world around you, what you think of it, what you really, say about it, what you have to say about it, what you have to, what's the eyes that you see through, Like how do you perceive everything around you? How do you act when tough times come? Like all that different stuff. When the storm's approaching, what do? That's the stuff you should be working on and kind of thinking through instead of thinking, let's be perfect. No, think about what are you going to do? What are you going to do when the perfection is obviously not going to happen? When you make a mistake, what are you going to do? That's what you should be thinking about. Well, I made this mistake. What am I going to do next? And not, I made this mistake. Oh, no. Come on, bro. Think about what's next. You made your mistake. You're not perfect. Get over it. All right? You're not perfect. You made your mistake. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? That's all I had to say. You can't be perfect, but you can for sure trust in the one who is perfect. That's something you 100% can for sure do. You do that 100% out of 100% do that. That's something that's, to be honest, a lot easier to do than being perfect. As in, it's actually obtainable. So, unlike being perfect is. So anyways, that's what I had to say. And y'all have a good day. And keep your head up, kings and queens. You got this. You got this, kings. You got this, queens. See ya.